Welcome to my Week 3 match of the BBR. This week, the Chicago Grookies are taking on Tony, coach of the Buffalo Drills. I'm really hoping to make a comeback this week because I'm currently 0-2 and, want to make playoffs. Only top 8 are going to make, so we're already, in a little bit of a pickle here. But let's take a look at my opponent's team, my team, and we'll get on into the battle. Tony's team consists of Urshifu Single Strike, Tornadus Therian, Azumarill, Donphan, Hisuian Electrode, Earthworm, Lycanroc Dusk, Azelf, Muck, and Ursaring, with the Terra Captain being Electrode. I'm expecting a lot of different things on his team, really the only one being Muck. I don't imagine coming in any situation, and even Earthworm probably is unlikely to come. The ones that I'm almost guaranteed seeing, though, are Tornadus, Donphan, Azelf, and then probably Urshifu. But my Weezing does a pretty good job of walling Urshifu, though, so I honestly won't be surprised if it doesn't come this week. First up, we have Urshifu rocking the Choice Scarf this week. We are running max speed with an Adamant Nature. That is enough to outspeed a Hisuian Electrode, even if it runs max speed. We're rocking Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Poison Jab, U-Turn. This hits my opponent's entire team. Poison Jab is there specifically for Azumarill. U-Turn is to switch out. I do have to be careful of Rocky Helmets on maybe things like Donphan or Tornadus, as well as Static from Hisuian Electrode, just because since I am Choice Scarfed, I don't really want to get paralyzed. And then the nice thing, too, is I actually threaten out their Urshifu. I only take about 60 to 75 from a close combat, as to where they get knocked out since they're dark typing, they're weak to the fighting moves. Next up, we got Meowscarada with the heavy-duty boots, just because I'm not going to be bringing any hazard removal this week. I'm more worried about just stacking hazards, and Cryogonal didn't really fit the team, and if I'm stacking hazards, I don't want to put Defog on my Weezing. Rocking Flower Trick, Knockoff, U-Turn, Triple Axle. I originally had Spikes first over Triple Axle, but I wasn't really clicking them too much in my mock battles, and I was kind of struggling with Tornadus, so Triple Axle actually allows me to KO that in certain scenarios if I get the 3 hits. And then Knockoff is just to remove items. I want to get heavy-duty boot damage if the Tornadus has that, or if it's even Rocky Helmet, I want to remove that. If it's Belly Drum Azumarill with a Citrus Berry, removing that, or even a Choice Band, anything like that. Bring in Choppleberry Heatran for the 3rd week in a row. Feel like I'm getting pretty predictable here, but honestly, it's just a really good item this week. A lot of different fighting moves on my opponent's team. Rocking Steel Beam, Lava Plume, Stealth Rock, and Will-O-Wisp. Steel Beam does a ton of damage to literally everything, and it's a pretty good delete button against Azumarill. It can do about 60% to that, so it's very good to remove that, and that's kind of what it's here for. I can even get a Flame Body burn off on it since all of the moves it runs make contact. And then, like I said, Stealth Rocks are just very good for chipping down the team. Bringing Sandy Shocks off the bench with a Booster Energy to boost up its speed. This is really good late game just as a cleaner. I originally had it Light Clay with just Reflect. I didn't even have Light Screen, but I ended up putting Tri Attack over Reflect just in case I ran into an Air Balloon Donphan. And then, like I said, the speed boost was just really good late game. Once Electrode has Terra'd, and if Donphan's weakened or removed, there's nothing to take Sandy Shock's attacks. As I said previously, Galarian Weezing has a very important role this week. It stops Azumarill, it stops Urshifu, and it even does a good job of stopping Lycanroc. We're running the Shukaberry because I'm not running Levitate this week. I'm actually running Neutralizing Gas to be able to remove huge power from Azumarill, and it actually neuters it very well, combined with Will-O-Wisp. Taunt is there in case Azumarill tries to Belly Drum. I am faster. And then in case, Donphan or Earthworm want to try to set up hazards, they can't do that either. I have a little bit of a speed investment on there as well, just to speed creep. And then Pain Splits just to keep healthy, and Strange Team does good damage to everything. And finally, we got Umbreon with Terra Poison this week. I'm not going to Terra right away. It's actually good to keep it dark typing when Azelf's still around, but at some point Terra Poison will come in handy. Rocking Wish, Protect, Baton Pass, and Alluring Voice. I decided this week was when I actually wanted to keep the team healthy with Wish Passing, and it works pretty well. And Alluring Voice is in case Azumarill tries to Belly Drum up, and it does about 30% to Urshifu, and can also confuse if they try to Swords Dance or Trailblaze. So that is our team for Week 3 of the BBR. Be sure to check out my opponent. I will have their channel linked down in the description below. And if you enjoy, drop a like and subscribe. Wish me luck. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Derpster, Gamerperson, Matt, Kyle, Orange, Tog, and Tom for helping me mock and prep this week. Okay, here we are with the battle. My opponent brings Urshifu, Azumarill, Tornadus, Muck, Donphan, and Hisuian Electrode, Terra Fairy. Really shocked to see Muck here, but maybe he's just worried about Toxic Spikes. And I'm not worried about them because I don't have Levitate, so I just absorb those with Weezing, who switches in on that pretty easily. So I think I'm just going to stick with leading Urshifu, which is what I have done in all of my mocks. I do have to worry about static if it leads Hisuian Electrode, but I believe that Urshifu is the best. I could also see a Donphan lead. That is another possibility. So Meowscarada is not horrible here either. I actually kind of like Meowscarada a little bit more, because if that gets paralyzed, it's not as bad as Urshifu getting paralyzed. And if they lead Electrode, I just hard switch out into Luna. So we'll do that. Best of luck to my opponent here. And let's see what they lead. I'm expecting either Donphan, Torn, or Electrode. Yep. And that's fine. We do have to fear Terra Blast here, but I can take 2 of them with Umbreon here. And since there's no Azelf, I can Terra immediately. I don't need to save my Terra, so we can do that. And we'll wall this Electrode even better at that point. I won't have to worry about Grass moves or Terra Blast. And I can always take 3 Thunderbolts from a spec set. Let's see what this is going to do. We go from 393. So they Terra. We know it's going to be Fairy. They're probably going to Terra Blast here, if I have to guess. Alright, let's see how much this goes. We go from 393 down to 218. So that's specs for sure. That did 45%. Those specs. No, it's not. It's got to be like, what is it, Pixie Plate? Yeah, maybe like something like Pixie Plate, Expert Belt, something like that is what it's looking to be like. We're just going to Terra and Wish here. So this is either E-Belt or Pixie Plate. And we're going to take a lot less here. We won't die to a Thunderbolt. And E-Bolt switches here. 218 down to, I think, 163. Did about 19. It might not be modest. That's fine here. We're going to get a Wish off, and as long as Urshifu doesn't come out... Okay, Donphan comes out. That's fine. Because we can just protect here. If they get their rocks up, so be it. I just need this to be healthy. So, and then we can just go out into Meowscarada following. Because unless they have Ice Spinner or Play Rough, I take hits pretty well from them, and I don't think they're going to have those. Probably something like Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Rapid Spin knockoff is my assumption of a set. So, let's see what this goes for here. Goes for a Heavy Slam. Interesting. Probably for like Levitate, Wheezing. I am slower than this. I EV'd to have, or I put no IVs and a negative nature so I could be slower for Volt Switch initiative. Or Baton Pass. I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. How much is Meowscarada going to take from a Heavy Slam? That's concerning. I take less than half. So I'll go Meowscarada here. And in case they Earthquake, like I said, don't want a Baton Pass. That would be scary. Do a lot. I need to get the momentum back into my favor here. They Earthquake, so how much does that do? I go down to 189. So that Earthquake did 36%, so he's not max attack, but he is adamant. Okay, do I just immediately knock off on an item here? I could also go for Triple Axle, which honestly he doesn't have the best switch-ins into. And then, but if I'm Ice type, weak to Heavy Slam. But if he goes for an Ice move, I'm not. We'll Triple Axle. It's just really good into his team. The only thing that switches into it is the Azumarill, which has to be scared of a Flower Trick. Okay, Azumarill does hit the field, so maybe Sap Sipper then. Just the way that that came out so quickly. Oh, and I missed the first one. Damn. Okay, we go Wheezing here always, in case it is Belly Drum, but I'm really thinking Sap Sipper from that. Unless he was maybe thinking Knockoff, but I do a lot of damage with Meowscarada just generally to his team, so Sap Sipper does make sense. I would like to get some damage off eventually. That'd be nice. That's like an issue I keep running into. That one was just missing triple axle, though, unfortunately. All right, we switch out. We're going to see Weezing out here. And honestly, a belly drum would be fantastic. If it's a Whirlpool trap set, I'm also, like, all right with that. Okay, it knockoffs. I don't think that this is choice banded by that damage. Now, I'm going to let a Will-O-Wisp off here because nothing really wants to get burned. Torn doesn't want to take the residual, neither does Electrode, and everything else is a physical attacker. So, burn would be fantastic. Alright, they swap out. Please land Weezing. What comes out here? Muck. Alright, burn on this would be nice. Awesome, we land. Now, I don't really want to stay in here. I guess I can taunt in case he wants to curse or go for toxic spikes. So we're going to taunt once. I'm not threatened by this, especially now that it's burned. I would like to get my stealth rocks up here soon so that the switches aren't free. But at least there's no rocks up on my side of the field yet too, so. Which, that Donphan might not have them. It could be Assault Vest. Heavy Slam's just a really odd thing. Okay, he just goes for Poison Jab. That is fine. And he is Black Sludge. Alright, I'm going to go out into Heatran on this now. Since it's burned, Drain Punches won't be doing a lot to me, and then I can get my Stealth Rocks up onto the field. I don't imagine this Muck staying in here just because it's not doing much damage. But if it does, it will just Poison Jab. I could also see Donphan coming out here, which would suck. Alright, we swap. Let's see what they do here. Come on. Neutralizing gas wore off. Didn't really matter for Muck. Okay, they switch out. What is this? Donphan. Alright. Well, I don't want to take an Earthquake here, but I'm quickly starting to struggle to switch into this thing. Which is crazy. Everyone was like, your team's kind of weak to Donphan. And in Mox, I was having no issues with it. But I did Terra immediately with Umbreon, which doesn't help because now Umbreon is weak to it. So it makes kind of sense. Alright, hopefully we just see like another Earthquake come out here. Okay, we do take this. And I'm just going to knock off here. I could also U-turn for some momentum. Getting rid of items is always good, but I've been playing on the back foot this entire game, so we're going to U-turn here. If he stays in, though, that will be rough. Okay, they switch out, so we'll get some switch initiative here. Let's see what they go out to. I think this is a Zoomerl. Yep. Let's see how much we do to this. We do about 12-ish. It's Rocky Helmet. It could be Huge Power. I'm not 100% sure yet. I can't tell either because of Weezing's neutralizing gas. It just doesn't show it at all. So, do I go Weezing on this? I think I kind of have to. And I can just let a Strange Steam off. Yeah, I mean, I kind of have to do that. I can't go out into Heatran or anything on this yet. This just does the best. I want a Strange Steam. He went Muck last time. I don't really think it's worth doubling here. I don't want to do nothing by Will-O-Wisping either, though. Because if Muck comes out, I just don't do anything. So I guess Strange Team for the damage is probably the best play. It won't do a lot to Muck, but it'll at least be damage. And if he stays in, then that's a decent chunk on this as well. And at least it's something over not getting a burn, you know, by going Muck and it's already burned. Okay, he switches out. Oh, something else comes out here. What is this? Tornadus. Alright, we get 25% off. Not bad. It's going to regen that back, but damage. I'm in between going Heatran and going out into Umbreon. I do fear this having Taunt. It probably does. So I think Heatran is just the better play here. Because I can still attack it, is to where Umbreon really can only Alluring Voice, and I don't want to click that. That won't do that much at all. Now, Weezing to Tornadus, doing 25%. Okay, and I gotta check that roll as well. Okay, so that looks like a max HP set, and then to do that much damage to my Heatran, I am at 301. Did about 22% with Bleak Wind Storm. He has to be either max special attack Modest or choice specs Timid. So I'm gonna Stealth Rock here then. Like, I don't know if this has taunt. It might be choiced. Okay, he Focus Blast, so it's not choiced. We're gonna take this. Oh, we eat that up. Good thing we had the Chople Berry there. Now we got our rocks up. Perfect. Donphan does have an opportunity to remove those at some point, but it's not going to be right now. I'm going to go out into Umbreon here. I want to preserve this Heatran. It's still really good in this matchup, and I can click Steel Beam at some point. So maybe it could... Must be max special attack Modest then for that Bleak Wind to do as much to Heatran as it did. Alright, Umbreon comes out. What do you want to do? Focus Blast again, that is totally fine. We'll eat that. And then I don't need a Wish here. I'm just going to Baton Pass. It could be good for Meowscarada or Heatran to heal them up, but I have momentum right now and I want to keep it. Alright, they switch out. So we're going to get some good momentum here. And I think this is Donphan. Yep. So I can go out into either Meowscarada or Urshifu here and just threaten this. And I'm going to go Meow because I know that Azumarill's Rocky Helmet, and I have not yet to confirm if it's Sap Zipper or not. So we will Flower Trick here. I could also just knock off that Azumarill's Rocky Helmet, and that would quit causing me issues as well. But I think Rapid Spin's coming out here, so we'll Flower Trick. And Flower Trick doesn't make contact either with Azumarill. Okay, they withdraw, so we're keeping rocks up for a little while longer. Perfect. So are we going to see Sap Zipper here? This thing's down to 75%. Okay, it is Sap Zipper. That's fine. We will just go out into Weezing on this. It is +1 attack, but without huge power, it's not a threat. And I can still get my team healthy again. His is the damage is permanent, which is nice against everything but Torn. No other recovery unless it's like Leech Seed on Electrode. All right, what are you doing here, Azumarill? Sir. I did a chunk. Okay, so Muck or Donphan coming out here makes a decent amount of sense. So I'm gonna double back into Meow. If Meow goes down, it's not the end of the world because this Azumarill walls it pretty good. So I just don't imagine this Azumarill staying in here, and maybe it will. No, they switch out. Perfect. Yeah, Surf didn't do quite enough to kill Weezing that turn. So okay, we see Torn come out, and it's not Heavy Duty Boots, so it's probably Assault Vest here. I'm knocking off this Azumarill. I'm not dealing with Rocky Helmet against Urshifu. I'm really glad that Torn is not Boots. That makes this a lot easier. All right, we see Muck come out. See how much this does. Oh, you're probably Sticky Hold. That's fine. About 50%, a little less. And then I'm just going to go out into Umbreon and throw up a Wish. Or I can go just hard Heatran, because it's really good into his team. I'm going to go hard. Yeah, I'm going to go hard Heatran. I like that a lot more. This Muck does not scare me. It being burned just cripples it completely. And if he has Toxic Spikes, I have both Weezing and Umbreon to remove them, so not a problem. All right, Heatran's coming out. What are you going to do, Muck? Because even Knockoff, I already lost my item. Okay, he doubles. Donphan. Okay, now, if it's Assault Vest, I probably don't do a whole lot with Steel Beam to this, but he might just Rapid Spin this turn. I could also burn him and go for a Will-O-Wisp, and that makes this thing so much less threatening. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. Come on, Heatran. Oh! Just Rapid Spin, please. Alright, maybe we'll get a Flame Body to make up for it. Come on. Let's go! Alright. You're not getting those Stealth Rocks up without punishment, sir. Or you're not getting rid of them, I mean. Now, I don't think I still take an Earthquake from this, though. Even with the burn, I think I still will die. Yeah, Earthquake will still knock me out here. So, I want to preserve this to get my rocks back onto the field at some point. And I think I'm just going to let Meowscarada go down here. Oh, do I struggle with Tornadus otherwise? If I let it go down? Or do I just go Umbreon here? How much does Umbreon take? Umbreon eats the Earthquakes from this thing being burned, so we'll go out into that. Alright. They Earthquake here. We should take about 30-35%. That took me 307 to 176. So that did about 30. Yeah, that did about expected damage from this Donphan. So we'll throw up a Wish now. And he's down to about 75% from burn damage. And he's just going to keep getting whittled down from it too. Now, Protect is fairly obvious here, so a switch out makes sense. And do I want to Baton Pass this out? The problem is I'm guaranteed slower than this, so if I don't, I just lose the Wish. But at that point, I have good switch-ins, and this isn't the most useful. I'm going to Baton Pass. I'm going to just Predict, because Protect is so obvious. Oh, let's go. Alright, so we're going to get either Meowscarada or Heatran some much-needed health, and we're going to go Heatran. Actually, this didn't take Stealth Rock damage because they got removed. So going Meowscarada here and clicking Triple Axle, do I like it more? That Azumarill is so annoying. Or I just go this and click Knockoff. How much do I take a Focus Blast from this Tornadus Therian? They're like full health with Heatran. Because that's important. If I can, I'll go that. A Focus Blast, I can eat a Focus Blast here if I go out into Heatran. But then I don't know if I get my Stealth Rocks back up immediately. I like Meowscarada more. I'm going to just go this and knock off. Because removing an item at least gets me some form of value. Is to where, like, I feel like I'm playing it more risk with Heatran. Getting the Stealth Rocks up later is just really important. Alright, remove your item. I'm guessing it's AV. But I also, like, don't have crazy special attackers. I mean, I have Zoroark. So I guess that could be. Alright, they switch here. Please just go Azumarill so I can get rid of this Rocky Helmet. Okay, Rocky Helmet gone from Azumarill. So now Urshifu can actually, like, click buttons. Let me take this down to about 55. Now, I can go Weezing here. Let me just U-turn, because that's free. And then from there, if they hard switch, then we can decide. But I think I go just Weezing on this. Okay, so we get a little more chip. Another, like, 10%. Not bad. We're getting them weakened, which we need, so let's go this. I need to probably get a Wish out to Weezing at some point soon, just due to Urshifu being such a big threat. Alright, we're going to Pain Split once here, get some health back, and I should be able to live another Surf. Might also switch out, but anything that comes out, I'm going to gain a ton of health from. Torn would be fantastic, because I'd get back up to at least over like 250 probably, if it's a max HP Torn. And I'm assuming this is a max HP Azumarill. Just makes the most sense, especially since it's bulky, so I'll gain a decent chunk from this back, and I'm convinced it's enough to live a Surf. Okay, they swap out. Perfect. Because even Muck, I will gain a little bit of health from. Okay, so Donphan, that's fine. I think we took him to about 50 there. Oh, a little less. He's at about 40%. How much does Strange Team do from me to that? If it's max HP, I don't kill yet, so I don't want to risk that, even with it being burned. So we're just going to go back out into Meowscarada here. Even a Heavy Slam won't kill me from the damage we saw earlier. The only thing that could probably KO me is a Play Rough or Ice Spinner. They just Heavy Slam. Oh, we ate that. Oh, because they're burned now. I didn't even take that into account. So I'm still missing one move from it, but that's totally fine. I'm just going to U-turn here, because this thing's burned, so it's not a threat to me. I mean, if I U-turn, what do I go out into if they stay in? Urshifu? I mean, that's fine with me. Yeah, we'll just U-turn. That's fine. Keeping momentum is good. As they swap. Perfect. This was the positioning that I've wanted to be in the last couple weeks, where I've been on the opposite end, where I'm constantly switching while my opponent is just constantly U-turning and stuff around me. Okay, we get this down after it's about 30%, because it's going to heal up from the burn and the Black Sludge. So now do I just go Urshifu? I don't know if it's quite time yet. Does Umbreon live a hit from this thing? I'm sort of convinced it does. Umbreon doesn't die. So we're going to go to Umbreon here. I don't die to a Poison Jab. I don't die to a Knockoff. I don't know anything else on this thing's set, though. I mean, I don't know if it has Knockoff, but that just makes sense. All right, Wish up here. Umbreon the GOAT. I'm going to be slower. because I made it slower than everything for slow baton passes. Come on, take the hit, Umbreon. Take the hit. I mean, even better, they switch, but... And I don't know if I want to keep this Wish for Umbreon or if I want to pass it, because passing it to something like Weezing could be very useful. All right, they swap, so free Wish. Torn comes out. I'm protecting here. I'm going to keep this one. I'm not really threatened by Torn when I have health, so... Plus, nothing wants to switch out necessarily, like switch into a hit from this, because like Focus Blast would bop Heatran, so... Okay, they Nasty Plot. Now I'm sort of concerned that they might have Blunder Policy in the back. If they miss a Bleak Wind Storm. That'd be kind of crazy. And that would cause me quite some issues. We're going to Baton Pass here. And just go out into Meowscarada, who's faster and has Triple Axle. Again, granted, they don't have Blunder Policy and miss. Oh, they have Icy Wind. Okay. That's fine. If I saw Blunder Policy, GG's, I think. Like, I don't think I have a counter to that. Alright, we'll go Meowscarada here. Triple Axle's free. Hits everything really well. If we land against Azumarill this time, that'd be great, too. Alright, go right for it. Nothing else to think about. Neither of us have lost a Pokemon yet, which is crazy. This battle's been going on for quite a bit. Oh, he's faster than me? I Baton Passed the speed drop. Oh! I didn't think about that. Nothing else to think about. Okay. Alright, that's fine, because I can just go out into this here, and I'm faster. Oh, I forgot about passing speed drops. That is the one downside to Baton Pass. Icy Wind's kind of heat. I like that. Okay, if Donphan comes out here, that's fine, because I think I just drop it to an Earth Power. I could also just Tri Attack once here, as this does not KO me. Yeah, we're going to Tri Attack. There's like no drawback to it. I doubt this stays in, especially with me being faster. Okay, so we know this thing's full moveset. Nasty Plot, Bleak Wind Storm, Focus Blast, Icy Wind. Okay, so they stayed in. They Icy Wind. Holy fuck. I mean, I know you Nasty Plotted, but god damn. Urshifu can KO this, I'm pretty sure. So I guess I just let Watt go down here. All of his moves can miss as well. So I'll Thunderbolt. Alright, and we go down to an Icy Wind. Alright, this got a little dicey here with this Tornadus, man. And I'm honestly not even 100% convinced that Urshifu can kill with Surging Strikes, but it's the only play I can make. Everything's slower. So, let's see. I'm not going to torture myself by looking at the calcs. We're just going to go for it. I either kill or I don't. Let's see. Did I throw by forgetting Baton Pass drops lowered stats? Okay, they swap. Alright, we survive a little bit longer. Azumarill comes out here. This lost its Rocky Helmet, though. I don't think 2 sets of Surging Strikes is going to kill, though. Yeah, well. Alright, we go for it again. You know what? I want to just double check, because that looks kind of close. I don't trust that. So we're going to go out into Weezing here. We're just going to... Oh, I can't U-turn. I'm Choice Scarfed. Yeah, we're going to go Weezing. I don't trust that that'll kill. Oh, man. That Torn did me in. It really did. Okay. We'll Strange Steam here. I might go down to a Surf, though. That Urshifu being so healthy is still a problem as well, but Weezing's still here, so it's not, like, done yet. Alright, Donphan. Alright, as long as I can land another Strange Steam, we will knock this out. Awesome. Alright, we take out Donphan. So if I'm able to get rocks up with Heatran, which I'm not going to try to make that a priority, but if I'm able to, that'll be helpful. I imagine Torn comes out here. And at that point, oh, I struggle. Yep, there it is. Okay. So, this is risky, because if I go out into Urshifu on a Bleak Wind, I die. But Nasty Plot is threatening. I think just going out into Heatran is a good middle ground, because it forces Focus Blast, which is so inaccurate that it gives me a chance. But yeah, this Torn, causing me issues. At least there's no Stealth Rocks up on the side of my field, because that would have really been causing problems. Okay. Misses the Bleak Wind Storm. That's perfect. So do I try to set up Stealth Rocks now, or do I just hit this thing as hard as possible with a Steel Beam? Stealth Rocks just seem so much better for chipping it down. And he lands his Focus Blast, so we're going to go down. Okay. I think I'm done here. I think we lose to this Torn. This thing hurts, man. I don't think I can take out with Surging Strikes here, unfortunately. But it's not like Umbreon or Weezing are going to do anything. Man, I'm bummed that I forgot about the speed thing. Because I wouldn't have went that. I would have went Heatran. I can hope for a Bleak Wind Storm miss. You know, that's about it. Which, it's possible. There's a chance. Okay, they swap. And Azumarill's going to come out. So this is going to go down here. So it looks like last time I could have clipped it. That's alright, though. I didn't want to take the risk. But Heatran could still be alive. So there is that. Alright, Urshifu, come on. Give me a chance here to bring this back. I think either their own Urshifu is going to come out here or Tornadus. One or the other. Those two make the most sense. Muck is going to die. And Electrode probably doesn't take one either. I just have to hope for no static at that point. Yeah, Electrode can't take one. Well, it's probably got some HP investment, so it might be able to. Might need like a tad chip. I don't know where I'm going to get it from, though. Urshifu's the only powerhouse left. Okay, their own Tornadus just comes out. We're just still going to click Surging Strikes. That's what I did last time, so. Alright, so we're going to get him down to about 25% here. Hope for a Bleak Wind Storm miss. That's all that I can hope for. Come on. No, it lands. And we go down. So that's going to be GG's. Good game to my opponent. Played it very well. The Icy Wind on Tornadus was very unexpected. I overlooked it completely, especially with like Baton Pass and things like that. So, yeah, GG's. I'm going to Alluring Voice here in case that they decide to Nasty Plot. You know, get a confusion. But they're at so low health, they should probably switch out. And Urshifu only takes like 30% from this. So, an Electrode is a threat. If I had these dudes at better health, there would be a chance. But with this having Nasty Plot, there's no way. Because you just regen it, and then I have no way to break it. Yep, as they swap out. Makes the most sense. And this is going to be Electrode. Now, I think I can take a Thunderbolt here from this, so I'm going to put up a Wish here. Come on, you know, let's make a comeback with the two defensive Pokemon left. Oh, I ate that. I'm gonna Alluring Voice. Perfect. Keep getting chipped. The only thing that can beat this Umbreon is either Torn if it starts Nasty Plotting or Urshifu. So if he paras me, I'm gonna, yep, there we go, I'm gonna synchronize it over to him, so he's gonna have to deal with that now too. Alright, get the Wish off here though. Okay. And then I'm gonna protect this one just for the extra health. Well, didn't matter. Got paralyzed. Maybe he'll get paralyzed. Nope. As long as I don't get paralyzed on the Wish turns, we'll be alright. For now. Okay, they got paralyzed that time. And we get the Wish off. Awesome. Alright, Alluring Voice here. I'm getting healthy enough to where I might be able to, like, Baton Pass out a Wish to Weezing here, which would be amazing. Alright, let's do it again. I don't think I can Baton Pass this, though. That's the problem. It's risky. Yeah, we're just going to keep hitting this. Okay, they switch out here. Out into Torn. Oh, I got paralyzed. Alright, we always Alluring Voice, though, because a Confusion on it would be really nice. Because I assume a Nasty Plot here. Because I don't think Bleak Wind Storm will just break through me. I don't think it's strong enough. It would come down to Paras, too, though. Oh, they're just getting Regenerator on it. That makes sense. Because if that thing's healthy, I really can't win. Oh, come on, Paras. All right, they got paralyzed. Okay. It's pretty even. Now I can baton pass this. Guaranteed. Assuming I don't get paralyzed, that is. All right, they Volt Switch, which is even better because that's less damage I'll take. And if they bring out Urshifu, this is perfect. No, they just bring out Torn again. All right, we pass it. Awesome. Now, the concerning part is now this is going to be able to just Nasty Plot. So I have to Strange Steam. I can't go back out. But if this switches out, it won't get regen. So there's that, I guess. I can also taunt, but I'm slower, so he'll get the Nasty Plot off either way. Strange Steam can confuse. So we can hope. That did a lot. Unfortunately, this Bleak Wind Storm is also going to do a lot. Probably gonna KO me. Yeah. And that is game, because Urshifu is going to beat out Umbreon here. Put up a little bit of a fight there at the end. The para made it a little bit unfortunate, but again, it is what it is. Having fun. That's what matters. I have really enjoyed playing on Wi-Fi. It's, like I said, big adjustment, but I've gotten to a point now where I'm doing pretty well, like being able to keep track of things. The baton pass thing was literally just stupid oversight. Forgetting that past the negative effects, but I'll learn from it. Once again, GG's to my opponent. If you enjoyed this week of the BBR, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week for week 4. Peace.